Griswold Group, excited to fill you in on what's going on with the real estate market in San Diego. Well, things are starting to heat up as we leave the holiday market, which typically sort of ends around mid-January, and we are going to see a big spike in demand between now and about April. Typically, on an average, we see market times speed up by about 20 days on average, which equates to about a 40% increase in demand this time of year. So that's what we're anticipating. I'm already seeing that just out in the market with a lot of my clients, and seems like there's more buyers looking at each individual house. More homes have multiple offers. And part of that is because as that 40% demand hits the market, supply typically lags behind that by quite a bit. On average, supply only increases during this first period of the year by about 2%. And so there's that big gap is what drops expected market time this time of year. Sellers take their time coming on the market, and inventory doesn't really peak until the middle of the summer, where actually demand peaks several months earlier. And so right now, honestly, is a great opportunity for the sellers that are a little ahead of the game, because there's just more buyers in the market than there is available homes to purchase. That starts to balance out later in the summer, and then obviously everything starts slowing down as we enter the later part of the year. So that's what I'm seeing right now. For buyers, we're seeing considerably better purchasing power. Believe it or not, we all have short memories, but about a year ago, rates were stuck above 7%. In the low sevens, and we were hoping that we would see something with a 6 in front of it. Now it's the same debate. We're hoping for a rate with a 5 in front of it. Whether or not that happens is a little opaque right now, because the jobs data and the inflation data is pretty solid, and so it's allowing the Fed to basically keep everything the way it is. There's not a lot of interest from the Fed's perspective in having rates into the 5s, because real estate is a primary driver of inflation. And so they are, as I've said in previous videos, trying to fly the plane where they don't want the economy to break and have a bunch of unemployment, but they also don't want to have inflation get out of control, which is what we were seeing in 2021. And so they're trying to balance both of those needs, and right now I think they're feeling pretty comfortable with where things are. So because of that, the average rate right now is just above 6%. Again, not where some buyers would like it to be, but certainly far better than where it was this time last year. So that will equate to a pretty good increase in demand to start the year. So for those of you who are more engaged in the market right now on the buy side, some of your competition isn't. And so this is a good opportunity, if it's fitting within your goals, to really get serious about finding the right opportunity while your competition is maybe not quite engaged in the market the way that you are. So on the listing side, it's a good time to put your home on the market. Believe it or not, Super Bowl Sunday weekend, amazing time to be entering the market. The market really heats up. Everyone thinks the best time to go on the market is May. It's actually middle of February. So that's what I got for you on this one, and I'll talk to you soon.